All right, welcome back to another video of Max talking about motivation and success. Today I wanted to talk about creating your own luck. A lot of people believe that my success was built off of just me being lucky, me being in the right place at the right time. Obviously, I'm a young guy. I have a good amount of success. We're not fully there yet. I'm 100% not satisfied. I'm going to continue to drive until we get to, I don't even know. I just love the grind, so I may never stop. But with all that being said, a lot of people believe that my success was built out of me being lucky. And what nobody really knows, or few know, is that I've created my own luck. Before I became a real estate agent and I was working on multiple rentals at once, and I had employees and tons of listings and a great life and all of these things, I was trying to start tons of different businesses and failing absolutely miserably. I remember when I was in my senior year of high school, I thought that drop shipping was the way, and you can get successful doing drop shipping. I know some people who have, and they're doing great. Some of them are doing better than me. So, props to them. But me personally, I had tried to start doing drop shipping, and I started with doing this like hybrid battery system that I had found online that I was trying to sell, that you hook up to your car to make your gas mileage better. And I remember trying so hard to make that work, and nobody would buy it. And I put so much time and effort into that, and it was tough. It was really hard because I thought that that was the way and that was going to be it. I was going to make it from there, and I didn't. I had failed miserably. And instead of just giving up at that moment and saying, okay, business isn't for me, entrepreneurship isn't for me, I went out and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try something else. So immediately after I picked myself up, I'm like, let's try and sell printed on demand shirts. So if you go back on the TikTok, you probably could still find the TikTok. It was called Gifts and Stuffs. So like GIFTSN, the letter N, and then Stuffs with an S at the end. And my girlfriend was making art. Shout out to my girlfriend. Amazing art. And I was trying to make a business out of it, right? So I was trying to do the print on demand through Printify, and then make a website through Shopify, and then try and sell it over TikTok. And I was trying to do TikTok shop and sell other things on the side. And once again, nobody was buying it. And I remember just pushing and trying so hard to make the online sales thing work. And honestly, it just didn't. And I don't know what it was specifically, but what I did know is that I was not going to give up. And throughout that period, I mean, these were the two big ones that I remember, but I do know that I had tried to sell 100 different things. There was a time where I tried to drop ship over Etsy as well. I think I was selling like Yeezy slides, and I was selling, I don't even know what else, like just random gifts, and trying to make it work. I had made a couple sales, and I'm like, oh my God, this is it. And I remember one day Etsy banned me, and I couldn't even dropship on Etsy if I wanted to anymore. They had banned my social security number from Etsy because I guess it's not legal to dropship on Etsy. I didn't know this. So I know that a lot of people were still doing it, and it was unfortunate. It was another one of those times where I had failed. It sucked. I felt like I wanted to make business work. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to have success, but unfortunately, it was another one of those failures. And I just kept kind of getting back up and getting in the face of adversity and trying to make it work. And I remember I had decided that real estate might be the way to go. And that was also not easy. I had a lot of times where I had failed within real estate. I had gotten an internship. I thought that that was going to be my thing at a big commercial real estate company in the area. And I thought I'd be able to make a career out of that. and it was an internship. So ultimately they had to cut the interns. I had to be gone. And at the end of that internship, that was it. You know, I had, in my eyes, I had failed. I was not going to stay there. It wasn't going to work out, and it was upsetting. And all I knew was that I needed to just keep pushing forward and trying to make this work. I had fallen flat on my face with the drop shipping and the Etsy and the print on demand, and I knew that this is that one thing where I just can't give up. I can't stop. If I stay in the game long enough, I'm gonna find an avenue to success. So I decided to talk to an amazing mentor of mine who brought me up into the game, and he took me around, explained to me what he did, and I wanted to try that. So I decided to get my real estate license and go all in on that, not knowing if it was going to work, not knowing really much of anything about real estate. But I got the license, and here we are. You know, I had a lot of time where I was trying to find business after I got my real estate license. No one trusted me, obviously, because I'm young and I was inexperienced, and it was a really tough time. I was making no money for months on end. I had actually, at the time, my car had broken down right after the internship had ended, so I had no income, I had no money in my bank account, and I only had my car. So all I knew is that I had to continue to grind and try and make this work. And after months of trying to find business, I finally got to a point where I had found somebody. And that was the beginning of my luck, okay? But I had 5 years of failing, 5 years of things not working, and 5 years of upsetting, hard times trying to make entrepreneurship my thing and trying to be a business owner, trying to create my own schedule and be my own boss and all of these things. And ultimately it goes to show that I was struggling hard, and I still, to this day, struggle just in a day-to-day sense of business. It is not easy to do this, but I know that if I stay in the face of adversity, that I will continue to make my own luck, and I will continue to win as much as I possibly can. So with all that being said, put yourself in the face of adversity. Don't give up. Stay in the game until you find an avenue to success, and create your own luck. Luck is not something that just appears out of nowhere. There's a saying that my dad would tell me, and he still says it. Something about dancing on the dance floor with opportunity. I don't even think neither of us can say it correctly, but if you're on the dance floor with opportunity, you might end up dancing with opportunity, right? It's kind of like that metaphor where think about how many red cars you see during the day. Think about how many red cars you just saw yesterday. You can't. But if today you think, how many red cars can I see today? And you just count the red cars. Every time you see a red car, you're going to realize that there's a lot of red cars on the road. And that idea translates to look for the opportunity. If you don't look for opportunity, you're never going to find it. So go out there, look for the opportunity, try and find it, create your own luck. Luck is not just out of nowhere. It's because you put in the hours, you put in the time, you stand in the face of adversity, you don't give up, you believe in yourself, and you do the things that you know in the back of your mind, even though it's super hard, it's grueling, it's upsetting, it's failure, it's falling down. You just need to keep going. So, I think I blabbed enough for today. If you like these kinds of videos, I do them in one cut, so I know that they're a little crazy, and I'm getting better at this. I might start trying to edit the videos a little bit more so they're more entertaining to watch, but if you could keep up with the things that I'm saying and it is motivating you and it's helping you, leave me a comment, subscribe to my video. I would absolutely love to help as many people as I possibly can, and that's really the goal of this channel. I'm just going to keep going at this channel exactly the way that I just explained. I don't care how many times I post a video and it gets 0 views. I don't care how many times people will, whatever, thumbs down my videos or make fun of my videos, or people from whatever, my hometown watch the videos and think that it's funny or make fun of me, or people from my past will watch this and make fun of me. I don't care, because this is my dream and my goal. And I know I'm going to stick at this until I'm successful with it. And even after I'm successful with it, I just love the grind. So I'm just going to continue doing it. So with all that being said, if you're on the same page as me, or if you want to follow my journey, subscribe. And also, if you live in the Buffalo area and you are looking for an apartment for rent, give me a call. Or check out my TikTok, buffaloapartments.co. Check out my Facebook. My name is Max Salmon. You could find it if you just look up my name online. And yeah, give us a follow, spread the love, like my video, comment, subscribe if I helped you out today. And until next time, have a great rest of your day.